So, just to elaborate a little bit more on the left hand thing and then a couple of other cultural factors. Um, like when you eat dinner or breakfast or anything, you, you have a set of common dishes in the middle, like a bowl of rice and a plate of tofu and maybe a bowl of tempeh or vegetables or whatever. And then they're all in the middle, and then you sit around them on the floor and you take them out of the common dishes and into your own bowl or plate. And when you reach for something, you should always reach with your right hand because the left hand is dirty for the aforementioned reason and probably other reasons beside that. A lot of people here eat with their hands. Most people do, actually. When I got here, my family offered me a spoon and fork, and they themselves were using silverware. But I've talked to them, and they said I don't know. They said that more commonly they just eat with their hands, and that's what I've been seeing the last like week. More often, they don't use silverware. They asked me if I wanted to try eating with my hands, and I was like, no, thank you. Uh, it's not offensive to them. It just I don't enjoy having my hands dirty or greasy when I'm eating, and I think I'm just quicker with a spoon and a fork. So no harm, no foul. Anyway, so you can see that the left hand seems to be. That's the one reason the left hand is taboo. Actually, they gave us a lot of warning before we arrived here at our PST sites that don't use your left, don't use your left, and I got to see an example of what happens when you do. When the 5-year-old girl, my host sister, I guess unthinkingly was trying to take something out of a common plate with her left hand, and her mom was like, smacked the left hand before it even touched the food. It was like, Naka! Which means naughty. And it was a very funny moment for me. I didn't laugh out loud, but it was pretty funny. There are other, manifestations of the taboo that is surrounding the left hand, and the things that you should never give something to somebody with your left hand, and you should never accept something that somebody gives you with your left hand. You should always use your right. In fact, you should try to use your right for any interpersonal contact or just interaction. Not that it's not wrong to wave with your left hand or raise your hand in class with your left. It's just a little more polite to do with your right. Anything where there's a choice about which hand to use, it's better to do with the right hand. I think there's also an older concept of the left side being representing evil and the right side representing good. We had a talk with a professor who has done a lot of research on Japanese culture and the puppet theater that goes on here, which is an ancient art form and extremely complex and very rich. And even on that, they say that the bad characters always appear on the left side, and good characters come in on the right side. And it's just very old, this concept of left being dirty. And I think it's not just in this part of the world. I know in Europe there's often been that connotation. The Italian word sinistra means left. It's also the root of the word sinister. And right and right. So it's a pretty interesting idea. It sucks for the lefties in Peace Corps. They had to really train themselves to focus and not use the left unthinkingly. So I take pity on them, but they're all doing very well. I think that's all I've got to say. All I got to show. That's all I've got to show you guys for now. We'll try to think of other interesting stuff to clue you in on. As you might be able to tell, I'm just getting over a cold here. Got sick a couple days ago. Nothing to do with the food. I think it's just the weather. It's often you're really hot in the day and it can get cool at night, and then you shower and you're very cold, and I don't know. There's a lot of germs floating around, so it's but it's fine. I'm feeling much better today than I was yesterday or the day before. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will be doing my best to think of something else. Take care, everyone.